Barry, one of the things that you mentioned in talking with Andrew, too, was just this idea of Rupert Murdoch. It was like being with a sun god when he shined on you, when he shined
Totally
his light
true.
on you. And you said some very nice things about John Malone, just how you completely adored him and loved him like a mentor.
I do, as of this moment. He's always been, and he really is the smartest person in the room. And he is still, at this moment, as you can see with this recent transaction, as he says, the phone's open 24/7, and he's answering that phone, and he is the master. If there is a master of media, it is John.
But you are so kind to so many other people. Do you realize how many people feel that way about you? Like the legions of people who we've had come through here and talk about it, everybody from Bonnie Hammer to Dara Khosrowshahi. There's so many people in business who you have played that same role for.
I don't know if I played a role like Dr. John. I mean, no, whatever. Anyway, I'm not the best comment.
Do you think about mentoring?
I don't like the word. I think it's too official.
Okay.
And I think natural mentoring, I think the word I just think is bimbo-ish, but you get very lucky if you're in the orbit of somebody who takes a strong hand with you. You're just really lucky. And the examples of that, of course, are almost everywhere. I think everybody's got somebody who took an interest in them in some way that profoundly affected their lives, and always for the better.
Let me ask you a different question. One of the things, and I didn't realize
it was not Sean, whatever his name is. That would have been an example not for the better.
Not Sean.
The one who's right now in jail being tried.
Did he?
Yes.
Yes. Let me pivot off that for a second. I don't know how, but I was going to say, one of the things about this book is I would say, first half of your career is super well documented. And I think you give short shrift, frankly, to the second half, which in many ways you've probably had arguably even more success.
True, probably. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah. You know what it is? It's the fatigue of writing.
I was going to say that. You got sick of it.
It's absolutely true. By the time I got there, I thought, oh, God, when is this going to be over? And then I knew it, and I came back to it many times to try to, to make it live more and give more detail to it.
Right.
I did the best I could. It ain't good enough.
So
it is not good enough.
But it is your voice.
Yeah.
And the writing is so good.
Oh,
the excerpt and the rest of it. I mean, Andrew said this before. He would put this in the pantheon with Shoe Dog.
Which I think is one of the great.
Your voice, your storytelling. You put yourself.
I love Shoe Dog. That's a great book.
Yeah. What do you think? I was going to say I think your best deal in the second half is Expedia, but I'm curious what you think.
Oh, well, Tinder is pretty good. I mean, Tinder from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour in about 2 months. I've never seen viral adoption like happened with Tinder. And Tinder, we did pay fair money when we bought Expedia when it was losing money from Microsoft. But Tinder cost about $700,000, literally. Literally, it was simply what did it cost to build
and what did you think
product. We never spent a nickel on marketing. And Tinder valuation, I don't know what it was now, but it was about 15 billion at one point.
What did you think when you bought that company?
Which one?
Tinder. Do you have any idea?
We didn't buy it. We developed
it, but
in-house.
In-house, but I thought you bought a little. I thought you brought some people in.
We bought nothing. We had a little innovation team in-house, and they created Tinder. And like anything, as soon as you saw it, you said, "Wow, this is just great." This kind of hit or miss. That concept of finding someone you wanted to do something with.
Okay, if you were going to start your whole career all over again right now,
yeah,
and you were 21 years old, what would you go do?
What would I do? We are doing that at one of the companies at IAC, which is essentially an incubation company to put its capital into things. So there are all sorts of things to do. You just wake up in the morning, you get a group of people together, you have like contentious, creative conflict discussions, and out pops an idea of something. I mean, there's no, look, today, if you were choosing a track, what track would you choose? I mean, I certainly probably would think that you got to do something that has the chance of not being disintermediated.
And don't you think in a world of AI, it's going to disintermediate everything, or no?
Not everything, of course not. But as many things will come as will go. But again, best look for things that technology is not going to be your overlord. Right. Your overlord, meaning that it can't disintermediate a good idea.